here. Okay? You got to go up, T-Man. Rebound, D-Sound. You got to go up with that. You got to be aggressive, boy. Come on, T-Man. Show me where he stand. What are we doing? You can see, obviously, Zubats on Giannis again. Sag off. See, this is the way to guard him. Allow that. Rebound, D-Sound. You see what I'm saying? That's great game planning by Ty Lue. Great adjustment. Great coaching. Okay, what are we doing? He's going to set the down screen. Go back up. Come now. Obviously, PG directing. What are we doing? Okay. Okay. God damn, PG. You gotta pull up or floater. Bro, you can't go up with that. I know he's trying to go at him and attack Giannis, who played great defense. Verticality issue, you could obviously, be technical with it. See, right? Pull up right there or floater. But okay, he goes up and see right here, it's not really verticality because he brings his hand down, obviously, right? But I'm not too mad that they didn't call it because it's not too clear. It's not too clear and decisive for you to call it right there. You know what I'm saying? And you can see off the screen, great screen by Zubats. That's a pull up, Lou Will. Oh my God. Bro, you should have pulled off the screen and going to the left. That's got to go. And you could have threw it to Zubats right in the gap. He was wide open, but nope. No playmaking ability. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, blowbot. Good take, boy. Lou Will, that's how you feel? Buckets, that boy is too skilled? That's what I'm talking about. When he goes right, he normally drives. When he goes left, he pulls up. And that's obviously how Lou Will plays. What are we doing? See? Sag off. Bruh. And that's great defense. You see what I'm saying? Just stay in the paint. Zubac just staying in the paint the whole time. Don't even need to guard him. Again, pull up to the left. And that's the thing with having Zubac in the game, too. He sets amazing screens. He's one of the best screeners in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta keep him in the game. Maybe take him out early and bring him back. See? And then see. You see? That's harder. You see what happens? Giannis does a pick and roll, and then that's where it's harder. You see right here? See? Pick and roll. He's not ball handling, just coming down. See, pick, even could have been a moving screen, but whatever. Pick, and that's where it's harder to guard. Now that he's rolling, this is the action that is harder to guard. And that's still good defense, tough layup, or inside hand scoop. But that's the defense you got to play, and that's the actions you got to do if you're Milwaukee. Put Giannis in a pick and roll situation. Stop this ball handling fugaziness. And then right here, see, action, back screen. You put a smaller guy to set the screen, so it'll be a switch. Lou Will would have to guard him, but not. See? Lou Will doesn't want to have to switch and be out there in the paint, right? Guarding him. So then, that's what happens. Now the action is able to throw the lob for Giannis. Actions with Giannis and screening and rolling and all those multiple actions is what helps his game. Not just ISOing from the top as the ball handler. That's no IQ. What are we doing here? Okay, see him. Okay, mismatch. He said his gift wrap. Kill him. You better kill. Step back. Come on. Okay, good pass. Boom. Morris said I could score it. But you see right there, if you skip back to the midi, that'll be beautiful too. Either way, you got the bucket. And then Kawhi comes back in with 6:51, takes out PG. You got to go to work. Let's see. Let's see what we do from here. You got to go to work. You got to show me something. You get what I'm saying? Show me something. What are we doing? Okay? Okay, Lou Will. That's great, bro. That's too hard of a pass. Okay, you gotta make that Zubas, but it's okay. That's too hard of a pass. Like, you gotta pass it soft right in the gap, and that's a go up right here. See, mono. See, Ibaka now is in, and Ibaka's guarding Giannis. Great defense right there. Great defense. This is what you want. Keep sagging. He hit that. You live and die by that. Yeah. If he beats you by that, then that's how you live and die. That's how you lose. You know what I'm saying? You don't adjust because he just hit 1-3. Double team. What are we doing? Pull up. Good pass. That's got to go. Good rebound, Beverly. Oh, my goodness. Over DJ? He said, I'm the DJ. What are we doing? Pass that. Okay. You have Giannis. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that at all. I need Kawhi to be aggressive. I stop passing OD like that. It's all you. That's what it has to be. And good way to get over the screen. But that's okay. See, actions, every time they get benefited is when Giannis is in actions. You know what I'm saying? Right there, they obviously played it perfectly, and he just would use his length and drew the foul. But that was perfectly played in actions. You can see Lou Will's telling him, go to the post. What are you doing? Kawhi shaking his head. Like, God damn. It's like, how is man's telling you, Kawhi? You should tell them. Okay, what are we doing here? Kill him then. See right here? It's like Kawhi doesn't pay attention when he's just dribbling and doing his post-ups. He doesn't look at the floor. He's just isolated on his post-up, and he always goes into the defense every time. And, bro, you got to see the help and see where to go to. and he got fouled. But you gotta look, and this is the different echelons and the little things that matter. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. Awareness. That's what court awareness. Look right here. See? Right here when he gets stopped. My goodness. You see right here? IQ, that's what I do. That's the IQ. See, when he faces up, now he can see. He sees where the help is coming from the left side. And right there when he stops, he's like, okay, now I could reverse. Obviously, go to the other side, the open side. See? Great feet work. My feet hurt because it's elite work. My goodness. Bruh, that's how you gotta play. That's how you gotta keep awareness. Use your peripherals. My goodness. See, when Zubats is there, sag. How you get blown by Ibaka when you're sagging off? His positioning sometimes is fugazi. Zubats plays great positioning because he has the length and uses it properly. What are we doing here? Okay, use the same play every time. Go to the Kawhi in the post. You see? Right here? He switched pivot, but it's okay. Good pass. Now you can read a defense. Boom. See, you can read a defense. When you look with your head up in the post and you pay attention, you're aware, you know what I'm saying? Then that's where the IQ comes, right? Oh my God, Kawhi gets beat. See right here, Kawhi gets beat. You don't need to switch Kawhi on the screen. Ibaka's not thinking you're switching. Now he has an open gap. It's Giannis. You don't switch screens with Giannis. He's not a threat ability. You could actually go over the screen and get away with it, and Ibaka could gap. You know what I'm saying? Ibaka could gap. You don't need to switch a screen with a non-threat big. You don't need to switch it at all. Just fight through. What are we doing here? Same play every single time. Those little miscommunications, it cheeses me, and that affects in the moment. And then it went in big games. See? Now face up. Now you know. Now you know. All day. Let's go. Kawhi not. Please don't try. Stop, boy. Easy. Run the same play. They ran the same play 3-4 times. Different result every single time. Keep running that play, and they don't go to the same play. Look, now they change things. What are we doing? Okay. What are we doing? Now, see, Giannis is at the 5 right now, so it's complete different now. And now it's complete different. Rebound, you know, these sound. I don't like these takes, man. I don't like these takes. Giannis is like, bro, you got to put actions with other people. What are we doing here? Good move. Good defense, though. Great defense, great move. That was basically both of them canceled each other. That was elite ability on both ends. What are we doing here? Screen, they switch, kill him. Go to the post. And I see it's like, oh, Kawhi don't have just like he doesn't have the right shoulder turnaround. He always keeps going into the defense. Look right here. Giannis is there. Go spin to the right hand, to the right side. Spin on, bruh. And right here, even if he doesn't spin, look, he has Batum or PG open. And he doesn't choose either one. And then everything's canceled. You still got something out of it. Hella short. Good rebound, though. What are we doing? Pull. Kawhi, man. Just force dribble pull up, man. Or force pick up, okay? See right here. Morris is supposed to seal. Seal. You have a baby on you. Seal and he'll pass it to you properly. But he doesn't seal. He leaves. And then now, look, DJ could just jump. That's terrible. That's not Beverly's fault. That's Morris' fault. He doesn't even seal. If he seals, he can't jump and you could just get the ball. He doesn't seal and he literally leaves position. While Beverly's about to pass. And see right here, you can see Giannis, obviously. Beverly's on Giannis. And Morris recognizes it, uses IQ. And he's like, yo, let me come switch. Run to him. He wants to switch. Beverly looks at him and is like, nah, I got it. I'm good. I'm good. Nope, we're not doing it. I'm good. And Morris is like, damn. Now Morris has to go back to Connaughton. And look, see, you have a baby. And you see how Giannis is positioning? See, he's pushing him, putting his backseat. Little nudge. And then that's an and one. He's a damn son. Bruh. That's what I'm talking about. Those little things, man. Threw it up for you. I threw it up for you. Did it. So what? It didn't count. We need a bucket. It was both on me. It's on me. So he's letting them know both plays was on me. My fault, my fault, my fault. You argue 1-2, then like, my bad, my bad. Right here, back to Kawhi on the other side, okay? You see right here? You got to read the floor, Kawhi. It's like you're not paying attention. Why would you, bro, why would you shimmy into where Giannis is, Kawhi? Like, it cheeses me. It cheeses me, man. Like, come on. Look right here. See? Bruh. Right here. You have the whole baseline. Shit, go to the right. Shimmy left and go to the right. But no, he goes into the defender. It's like he doesn't even look at his awareness. Bruh, it's like he doesn't even look. Come on, Kawhi. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about when it matters, man. Like, bruh, they hasn't scored since 4 minutes. Since the 4-minute mark, Kawhi. Like, that's unacceptable. What are we doing here? Okay? And I'm just honest with every man. They're switching everything, okay? See, Batum's in the game for Ibaka now. So they're going to switch every action. They think everybody has defense. See right here? So they're doing the same play with DiVincenzo sending the screen. And look, Batum, instead of switching under, he switches, which is good, but he's on the front end. He's switching, bruh, in a bad position. And it's a foul. You, bruh, switch and still be on the backside of him. You get what I'm saying? You can't switch, and like all these little mistakes adds up to, deficiencies. And look at Luo, when he's slipping, he doesn't slip on an angle. He's going back diagonal, so now PG can't even pass to him. He's cutting off the angle where Middleton is. Again, watch him slip again. He doesn't slip straight. He slips on an angle, and he can't pass. And then look. You could have made that, PG. Yo, y'all closing ability sometimes, man. It's like, bro, this is looking like the bubble. Like, what is this, man? You got to make that. That's a highlight, not on a Friday, on a Sunday. My God, get buckets one way. Bro, that's travel. Good defense. He missed that. That was actually open. That's actually open. Okay, what we doing here? Kill him, Kawhi. You know why? Switch. Why you picking up your dribble, Kawhi? You have different chance on the switch. You have different chance. Bro, what's Kawhi doing? Off the hezzy, he knows they're going to switch. Why are you, bro, what are we? My God. Kawhi doesn't have step back three game. Like, all right, man. Like, I try to tell y'all, and like, I like Kawhi, but like, these decision makings in the clutch time, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't. What are we doing? Oh my God, he killed him, bro. That almost went in. That bitch almost went in. What are we doing here? Okay, transition. Okay, it's like, bro, this is looking like the bubble. It's like, whose turn? My turn, your turn. Like, what are we doing? See, Luo wanted the ball, and it's like, God damn, see, now he don't get it. Look, okay? God, this is short. These takes are horrendous. These takes are horrendous. Obviously, if it goes in, it's like it's an elite take, but you guys aren't even in rhythm to take these type of takes. You guys have been breaking all these takes, so why are we, it's all good. We'll talk about it after. What are we doing here, okay? See that different action they're going to do in the clutch time. Giannis at the 5, like I said, better action. He's cashing it way low. Look, see? Oh my God, it's a moving screen, bro. What are we doing here? And then chain reaction. And then and it's chain reaction, bro. Look at here. Look right here. Multiple things right here. See Giannis right here? See, look. Right here, he has it, as you can see, and his right foot is his pivot foot right now. He catches the ball, right, and he established that his right foot's his pivot. And look, he's going to switch pivot. Right? You see he's switching pivots. You can see his left foot is his pivot right now. He raises up his right foot. His right foot is actually lifted. That means he just switched his pivot foot, and now his new pivot foot has changed to being his right foot. That's already a travel while he's still sliding into Pat Bev. You get what I'm saying? So multiple things. He did 2 errors right now that the refs could have called, and that's terrible. That's horrendous. See? Into the moving screen. See, as you can see, travels and then goes right into Beverly. That's a moving screen. So now Morris has to help. Oh, we can't give up the layup. And then PG recognizes, goes to Connaughton, runs by the time the pass is going to get there. Kawhi reads it too, and everybody's swinging. It was his IQ, and Pat Bev right now is guarding Giannis, and he overreacts to Middleton's pull-up and helps way too far. He didn't need to help that far because Kawhi's still kind of there. And then look. And this still came off of 2 missed calls. Bruh, that's unnecessary. That's fugazi, man. And that's, bruh. Yeah. Bruh. He's like, let me tell you something, Dad. Bruh. Right here on the inbounds, you can see, okay? See? You can see Lou will go through, and you can see PG's coming to set a back screen for Kawhi, right? You can see, pay attention to it. He sets a back screen for Kawhi, and look right here. Oh, my goodness, bruh. Kawhi's actually open off the screen. If you pay attention and you actually look, Kawhi's actually open off the back screen. He has bare space, bare opportunity. You could throw an alley, and that's easy. But even then, if it doesn't work, you still have PG curling off the screen. Obviously, this is the predominantly primary option off of the play that they ran. So that's what Batum's paying to, because they need a 3, obviously, right? So now you need a 3, and you can actually pass to him in the gap. You could pass to him in the gap, and that could be easy. Easy money, and he can catch it off the screen like Joe Harrison pull, but he doesn't pass it there. He passes behind him, so that affects the ability for PG to come off the screen and catch it, because obviously you need a 3, right? So you obviously want to pass here, but he passes on the wrong situation, wrong gap. You get what I'm saying? He passes behind him, and that's going to affect the whole thing. And what I'm saying is you got to read and react. Obviously, the play tells Batum, okay, this is where he's got to catch it based off the diagram and how they drew up the play, but you got to read that right now. PG's not going to be exactly where the play was directed to, because the screen was set further out. Now he's going to catch it and curl further out. So you got to read him and adjust to him, but he doesn't. He's passing to where the play says, and that's behind him, right? So look, you see he passes behind him, and look, you can see, but even then it's not fully Batum's fault. You can see right here, pay attention to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo is actually in the gap, so it's hard for Batum to make that bounce pass right to where PG's curl it. It's hard. His foot's there, his hand's there. It's going to be almost like a tough IQ, elite Rondo, CP3, Campazzo type of pass, you get what I'm saying? Where you have to pass and you have to bend the pass, you get what I'm saying? And it's hard to do that. So this is where I'm saying A lot of things is chain reaction. It's hard to do that because of the whole screen situation. Look right here. This screen situation is too far out. This screen situation is not supposed to happen here, and that affects the Batum pass. It's chain reaction. That screen is supposed to happen actually right there. The gap and the situation, the whole play is supposed to actually happen there, and then PG now will curl right to where the middle is, because probably how they drew it up, and then now Batum's pass would actually land right where, PG's curling into his pocket, and he can actually catch it and pull. I've seen them do this play before, where it's right in the middle is where they want to be. But because the play action is so far away, Ibaka's screen is so far, now see, it's behind him, see? And there's a lot of chain and a lot of different things happening, and even that was a bad pass. And then look, Kawhi shoots it from Egypt with bare time on the clock. Man, just a lot of little things that just affected this team, as you can. Woo! See, Giannis is actually amped, because that's another win for them, obviously. But you could see here, man, like Kawhi, obviously, like I don't like Kawhi going for game tired threes. I don't think he's even made one. Like it's recently, like, bruh, look at this. He's curling, and he even passes it behind him as well too. But even I don't want this shot from here for Kawhi. It's actually on target, but it's short. I don't want that at all. That's Game Boy, no Nintendo, man. Bruh. This is where I have issues with, the Clippers, and where I have issues with even Kawhi closing and PG closing, all that type of stuff. Like, you gotta understand, like, so it's not that they can't close completely at all and all that type of stuff, and they haven't closed before, and they haven't had game winners and all that type of stuff. And closing, like I've always told y'all time and time again, it's not just game winners. It's not just one play. It's not just that. It's multiple. Sometimes you have to get 5 straight buckets. Sometimes it's 4 straight buckets. Sometimes it's 3. Sometimes it's 2. Sometimes it's 1. Sometimes it's just not even 5 straight buckets. You get 3 straight buckets, and then now you keep running that play, or the ball's still in your hands, and now you make 3 straight buckets, and then also 3 great decisions, right? You're double team, and everybody's scoring off of you. Like, there's so many things you do when I mean closing. It's not just one play. Like, that one play you got a bucket, it's erased out your mind. And when I feel that sense I feel when it comes with Kawhi, and I've always felt it, even with the Raptors, I feel like when he gets a bucket, obviously with the Raptors, like, he was closing, and like it was multiple times and stuff like that. He'll get a bucket, and the next time they double team and you hit Pascal, whatever, or you Lowry or Van Vliet, whatever, right? You pay attention to him like he's eating. So that was different. That year, maybe it might be that was an anomaly for Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen him with the Spurs also do this, have clutch and whatever, especially when he was the focal point. So like I can't fully just say he's not clutch completely, but in the levels of clutch, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh, people are like, oh, you bashing Kawhi lately. No, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest because I'm watching the Nets. I'm watching KD. I'm watching Kyrie. Now even harder now that he has no pressure on him in terms of I'm the main guy. You know what I'm saying? Their fourth quarter points. Like Kawhi's not on the list in fourth quarter points. High up there. 8, 9, 10 averages. He's not up there. You know what I'm saying? He's not up there. So when I look at it, I see these guys, these elite Damian Lillard, guys like that. I see them multiple bucket in the clutch. I see supreme high tier closing. And those are guys who in those situations will win those games for you. Games you're not supposed to win if you're close. That's what the top tiered talent closers do. You know what I'm saying? They don't just close one game or, one shot and that's it. Like Kawhi, the sense and the feel that I get from him, especially now with the Clippers, is that like he'll get 1 or 2 shots, like maybe, 6 minute, 4 minute, 5, 6 minute, 5 minute, 4 minute mark, right? Maybe even 3. Then once like 2 minute, like the tighter it gets, the lesser chance Kawhi's going to hit a shot, or he might hit 1 and then that's it. Like that's the sense and the feel that you see from Kawhi. And then even not, that's actually the shot by itself. But I'm not even bringing up even the aggression. Like he doesn't move the same. And I'm just being honest. Like that's something that's not a good sign. If my only worry about the Clippers is the closing ability, and that's a big worry. Like, you know me, I like, obviously, a lot of these little things and whatever and this and that, the type of stuff, like, it's regular season, so I expect man's turn up. But if you are closing in the clutch and maybe you just, you rattle one shot, rattles out, or you get a good look off, or you get a take you want to get off, or, like, you get a shimmy off, or you get, like, a hezzy, like, you get the take you normally do off and you just miss it, I'm like, man, you just missed it. Like, that's where I give you the benefit of the doubt because I look at how you're moving. That's what I've always said. It's about how you move. But when I'm looking, like, Kawhi's doing takes he don't even do. Like, those takes Kawhi don't make those takes. The fact that it's the clutch and he's doing a take, that he's resorted to do a take he's not efficient at, it's not about, I don't forget the efficiency. Just the take how it looks. That take right there is literally like duress situation. Oh my God, we're panicking, and I'm okay. I'm just gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's like, okay, at least he took it and he wasn't fearful that he passed it. Yes, but still, the way you're taking the shot is not your context of how you take your shots. That's a bad sign. That's not a good sign. You know what I'm saying? That's just breaking down the closing ability for the Clippers. That's not a good sign. You know what I'm saying? When I Kawhi's takes, when you look at him in the mid-range, like for perfect example, when I showed you the first two makes the two makes he had around the 4-minute mark, those takes look like Kawhi takes, high elbow takes. Kawhi shoots catch and shoot threes, and once in a blue moon, if you go under the gap, he'll shoot a three. But he's not just pulling threes like that. Contested at that. No. Deep threes, no, like Kawhi don't do that. If you actually know Kawhi's game, he don't do that. He's a mid-range assassin. Shoot threes when he gets them. So the fact that his last two takes was resorted to a step back three with Giannis contesting, who was longer, who has length, and then a catch and shoot three from hella Egypt, like those are like, that you don't even move the same. And that's where my worry is. If I have to have one worry, and this is why only after this game, obviously I've seen them like not sometimes not do, good. I've seen PG, they run a play, PG gets it, whatever. The reason why, I didn't really have too much worry, or I'm like, that's light work. What I'm looking at the context of the games, and I'm looking at what's going on, and I'm seeing one they weren't in, and the games that they're in, they're the fact that they even fight and they get into a clutch ability. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? It's like, you're getting your rhythm, whatever. I give them the benefit of the doubt. But then I'm watching this game, especially versus the Bucks, who were struggling down the clutch. Mental errors in the clutch, like I pointed out. It's not like this Bucks did not do anything special. They actually got lucky winning this game because what they did was they took advantage of mistakes that the Clippers make. They didn't force or create opportunities off them own selves. Like, it's not like, when you watch the Nets or other teams, even sometimes LeBron, it's like they're guarding. The team is guarding you. They're playing great defense, but your actions literally created fugaziness. With the Giannis and them, somewhat of it is like they obviously are doing action. So obviously, in the grand scheme, miscommunication happens with actions, yes. But it's not no advanced action. It's a simple screen, and you guys actually switch it properly. But then the mental error is you don't switch it properly. Like you switch it like with Batum, but you switch it where you're not under. Now you're fronting him on the switch. You know what I'm saying? It's little. It's not like they created it. Obviously, in grand scheme, they created it, but you get what I'm saying? It's not like an elite creation. It's literally like you stopped it, but you didn't think fully, and you're not trying fully or whatever it is, mental breakdown. You know what I mean? And then now they take advantage of it. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, again, that's part of the reason why this Bucks closing didn't really look like closing to me, because it wasn't really ability. It was going to the free throw, and it was just mental mistakes off actions, which a lot of the times in playoffs, those mental mistakes off actions don't happen often when mans know your plays and all of that, and they actually fine-tune, know what you're going to do. It's more so comes down to one-on-one you have to create. That's what it normally comes down to when you look at playoffs. So that's why I still off this game don't trust the Bucks. I'll talk about them in a bit. But the Clippers, like, bruh, I didn't like what I saw in terms of closing. And when I'm talking about that in terms of closing, like the fact that you're struggling with these type of things, and it kind of looked like the bubble, a lot of ISO, a lot of that type of stuff. And I'm not mad. You know me. I love ISO. I love Arsenal. I love displaying ability. But when you guys aren't already hidden and you guys are already struggling, and you're struggling with that at best, now you should have some type of action, some type of, Joe Harris come off screen, some type of this and that, and, Curry come out, some type of action that will create a bucket. And Ty Lue did do that with the PG thing, but PG and Ibaka ran it fugazi, and I know that they would have ran that play properly. PG would have got a way open look. So I'm disappointed, but I'm not too disappointed in certain aspects with this game. So if I have to rate it out of a 1 to 10 of my worry scale, I'll probably say it's more so a 5. I wouldn't say it's higher up there, because before it was like 1 or 2. Like I didn't have any worries. But off this game, I went to a 5, because now this triggered my mind to multiple times where they've been sussing. Now I see a pattern. I see a pattern in the clutch, especially with Kawhi. People name PG, whatever. Like, your 1B guy, if he does better than the one guy, that's a bonus. That's a bonus. But that's not the necessity. That's not something it's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is the main guy is supposed to be the main guy. If the other guy now does this, it's like, oh, whew, you breathe. But the main guy is supposed to be the main guy. So I look at Kawhi first, then I look at everybody else second. I only will blame PG if Kawhi is sus. If Kawhi is going to work and now PG is sussing, we look at PG. But if Kawhi is sussing, I don't care if PG susses. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. because Kawhi is the main guy. You can't get the praise and then don't get the blame. I'm not like I don't. That's why I lose off LeBron fans like that. Those Bron sexuals or whatever. They praise him, but then when it's us, you know, nothing. It's always blame everybody else. Okay, then give everybody else praise then too. They don't do that. So that's why I like you. It's Kawhi. I look at Kawhi first. Kawhi, I don't expect you to make every game winner. I don't expect you to make every bucket. And this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about when people were getting at me saying, oh, I'm biased with the Nets. I'm biased with this. I'm biased with that. You know what I'm saying? When he pushed off Harden. It's about the awareness and the thinking with Kawhi in the clutch time. He doesn't, it's like, and this is something that I didn't really pay attention to because he got buckets and stuff like that. But a lot of the times, he doesn't do advanced thinking. He's not, his poise, his decision making in the clutch, a lot of the times, like literally maybe 8 times out of 10, 7 times, 6 times out of 10, he's doing bad decision making. Sometimes he'll make it, but a lot of the times his decision making, when I mean by that, I mean just little things. Perfect example. I showed y'all the post up ability. I showed y'all just like other guys, KD, LeBron, you know what I mean? Oh, Booker, whatever. You throw them in that situation where a guy's helping off the left side, they're going to spin to the right. It's the awareness. You're going to put yourself in the best situation out of a situation. You're going to put yourself in the best position out of the situation to score at all times. That's elite, a level of ability, elite level of clutch that you don't get nervous in those moments. You do advanced thinking and you're so comfortable that you think in a nervous moment, in a pressure moment. And that's tiers of clutch. Look, Kawhi isn't on that high tier of clutch. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I see like Dame and all those guys in those, they think so supreme that you give them, and you give me that right side, I fade to that side. Even Tatum, all those guys, they're not gonna go into the defender. You know what I'm saying? And Kawhi does those little things. That's what I'm saying. He has the advantage. Other guys, when they have the advantage like that, they're gonna go for the layup and let you hold their hand. And because you go for the layup when Harden's on you, you're actually now gonna get an and one more so. You're not gonna push the guy when you have an advantage. Little decision making things like that. Kawhi doesn't do. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I tried to highlight that game. He puts himself in bad positions, unwarranted. Other guys are in bad positions because the defenders forced you to be in that bad position. Kawhi will put himself in bad positions. Perfect example. He'll step back and then he'll hold the ball and now he's in a double team situation because he forced picks-ups. Little things like that he does often. And if you know, you know. It's not, I like, Kawhi's my guy, but I have to be real. It's about, I told you, it's about the sport excellence, ability. A purist understands the game and you expect excellence at that game. When you don't do that, obviously there's reasons why you might not do it. But when you constantly aren't doing it, I'm going to call you out on it, even if you're my guy. Because I expect you to be on this tier 10 or tier 1. 10 out of 10 ability. That's what I expect from Kawhi. So when I'm looking at that, like, those little things, like, it's so big in these moments. And that's the separator. Especially when people are asking me, KD, Kawhi, that's the separator. That right there is a separator. Now, again, Kawhi with the Raptors didn't move this fugazi. And I think a lot of it is the indecision making with, is it PG? Is it me? Is it like they still haven't fixed that out clearly? And that's why I say that's my worry. That's my worry. That's the reason why I'm worried, because that literally was why they broke out in the bubble. It's the same. That's how it looked. That last 2 minutes under looked like the bubble in big games. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. It's like, I don't know that. And this is where Lou needs to be involved. If those two guys are struggling enough, go to Lou pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? Or put Zubac in the game. There's so many different things they can do, and I think Ty Lue will figure it out and iron it out. But again, like there's crucial little things that are happening. Now I'll guarantee second round or whatever. But like going to that further part when you have like Phoenix, you might meet second round. You know, Jazz, you might meet second round, or it could be conference. Like there's solid elite. Denver could be second round again. You know what I'm saying? Like there's elite teams like that. Like the top 5 is already, and Portland. You got top 6. You got Portland. You got Denver, Lakers, Clippers, Phoenix, Portland, and you got Nuggets, Mavericks, whatever. They're in that area. That's tough. Like it was not one. You know what I mean? It's not a sleeper, one of those. So that's my worry if I'm looking at it from the Clippers' perspective. Like I would be nervous. I would actually be nervous about what's going on there. I would be nervous. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm being very honest, and that's the only reason why I might think my worry and my kind of fear for this team. went up to a 5. I have to be honest with you. This is just me, analyzing the game and kind of seeing what's going on. That's the only reason why I went up to that level. Now, when we look at from the Bucks end, quickly, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it too long, but when we look at from the Bucks, like I've been saying, Giannis, when you put Giannis in a situation where he's playing the 5, that's what they did at the end. They finally, Budenholzer adjusted and listened to me. He put Giannis at the 5 because he realized Lopez and whatever, like they're getting away with putting Morris on Lopez and whatever, and Giannis is being guarded by a big guy. But when you have Giannis at the 5, the chances that you still have that big guy in the game decreases, because when he's now he's in actions, he's doing handoffs and doing those things, it's harder to guard. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to guard. You want to be able to switch everything, which now benefits Giannis. Switching everything benefits Giannis. He can catch it low block. He doesn't have to catch it at the top. But that's the thing with the Bucks. It's so hard to trust and so hard to expect them to use IQ to where Budenholzer is going to tell them, you know what? Giannis, low block, low block, low block, set screens, roll, handoff, roll, low block, everything free throw below, everything free throw below. A lot of the times they'll be doing the same. They go back to their habits, the same. Giannis at the top, 5 out, or even if there's one in the paint, just Giannis has it and he's ball handling, attack, ball handle, attack, ball handle, attack. They do that often. They literally do that probably, I would say, 60 to 70% of the time, and they finally have added other things in, where now those other things are the things that kind of like they do here and there. Middleton will catch it. He'll now set the screen and he'll pull up off the gap or hit Giannis on the roll. DJ Augustin will do it when they do it. They do it inconsistently. They do it at like a 20-30% rate, not often. It's not their primary offense. They kind of do it as random. And that's where it's like, can you trust them in when it matters to go to that random? The random that they do is actually where they actually thrive the most. Can you trust them in the clutch to do that? That's where I still don't believe in the Bucks, because I haven't seen it as like, we changed our whole offense. This is what we do. Giannis, you're not ball handling, whatever. They don't do that. They just, it's too inconsistent. So I still see the same upset situational type of happening with the Bucks. This is the reason why they get upsetted, because it's not the players that they have, it's how their players are being used. And it starts from Giannis. Giannis is being used wrong, and I've been told that from time. You've seen, even in this, when he's literally screening, rolling, doing all those actions, it's almost a guaranteed bucket or foul every time. But when he's ball handling and he has to attack, it's just terrible. It's so easy to guard. It's literally so easy to guard because he can't shoot. He can't. And when I say can't shoot, I mean like your bad percentages. Doesn't mean he can't hit it, but I rather live and die by that. Shoot that. You gonna shoot that 10 times? You gonna hit 8 for 10? No. And if he does, I lose. You know what I'm saying? So the Bucks, I think they still should have Middleton and Holiday playing their natural positions. I like when they put Middleton ball handling like he's KD and they set the screen and he could pull up off the gap. He can step back. He has floaters. Like he actually has an arsenal game. Middleton is not a scrub. He actually has ability, but a lot of the times he's just on the wing. He's not involved, you know what I'm saying? And he has to get it last second, and it's not like create whatever, right? And sometimes he does. Like that's why you see his play so inconsistent. Sometimes he's hot. Sometimes it's looking like he's not aggressive. It's the way they play. It's not like it's just him. He can't just insert himself OD. You can't just insert yourself OD with Giannis ball handling all the time. It's hard. He's off ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they have to change the way they run. I think they should be using a lot of Drew Holiday, ball handling, picking and rolling with Giannis. Giannis will be at the center. That's what I think they should do. You know what I'm saying? Put Giannis at the center. You have Holiday, DiVincenzo, right? Holiday, DiVincenzo. Maybe you could even have another guard, right? Holiday, DiVincenzo, and then or you could even keep your same starting line. You can actually keep Lopez because he can shoot. Keep him at the 5 and put Giannis at the 4, but he's playing like a 5 and put Lopez in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And you could do that, and he could actually catch and shoot. And you could do that. You could actually do that. But I actually rather have them have Giannis at the 5 and switch everything up completely. I rather them do that. You could play, you could play even you could play Holiday, DiVincenzo, Connaughton, Middleton at the 4. You know what I'm saying? Giannis at the 5. You could play that lineup. Or put Forbes in, whoever. But play 3 guards, right? Holiday's one of them. So you have multiple guys doing ball handling and he's just screening for all of them. It's more so like the Jazz, right? More so a lineup like the Jazz, where Rudy Gobert is the center, and you have Giannis as the center, and he can now screen and roll and catch it on the roll and do his moves on the roll, you know what I'm saying, or catch it deep, and it's hard for him to be stopped when he catches it deep. And I'm telling you, he'll average easy 30 and 10. Like, he'll be eating, and it's more harder to guard. Now those other guys will be comfortable in their actual creating abilities because they're actually ball handling often. There's not like, oh, Giannis is ball handling. Giannis only ball handle in transition. But other than that, it's handoffs, it's screen and rolls, it's all those actions. And they could literally be eating off of that. And they'll probably be a better team. And they'll be scary. They'll be scary. Because Giannis also has length to guard the fives. Like, he's 6'11", 7 foot. Like, come on now. Like, he's playing out of position. So I would change that. Like, I've been preaching for them to do that. But again, the question is, do you trust them to do that? Because that style clearly works when they do that. And even if Giannis is not at the 5, just Giannis just screening and rolling, just him doing that at all times is when you see it, when he does it, it works. But do I trust it? I don't know if I trust it. So you already know it's true talks, because true talks, like, again, I'm more so skeptical of, obviously, the Clippers and what their closing ability. Like, that's not something you want to see at all, right? Now, they can, there's a lot of things they can adjust. They got time to fix it, but that's just a worry. That's my only, any other thing. I know that, again, you understand, like, I apply context to everything. I know when it's playoff time, Kawhi all of a sudden is going to look like he's going to be 120% better than what you ever see him in the regular season. Like, he's going to be ready, you know what I'm saying, in his bag. But even with the playoffs, I've seen him I'm talking about the last part. Playoff games come a lot of the times, the big games, the swing games, the games that change the whole series, all of that come down to those last 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And Kawhi has always struggled in those minutes. You know what I'm saying? Some games he doesn't, he's killing. But if you have to take 10 games of those clutch minutes, majority of the times he's going to only score maybe 1 or 2 buckets, and that's it. Like, I've seen him, like, do that. Or now he's not aggressive and it's like, go to, like, you know what I mean? And that's why you see him. People are asking why he's so, like, different with the Raptors than he was with the Clippers. A lot of it is to do with comfortability. He knew and comfortability and hierarchy. He knew when he was with the Raptors, everybody knew it's Kawhi. Everybody, so he doesn't have to go through that worry of, should I be selfish? Should I be not? Like, he knows if I'm selfish, I'm that guy. It don't matter. So he literally, that's out the window. So he's not second guessing takes. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, when he gets patted sometimes on the step back, you know what I mean? But a lot of the time, that's why you see him take 5 shots, take 6 shots. He's aggressive. Because they're literally the team. You get the feel, even the fan. Like, when you're watching, you get the feel that Lowry will catch it at half court and wait, and Kawhi will come get it at half court, and then he'll go to the corner. Like, the whole Raptors feel is like, yo, you're our savior. Come. We need you. You get that feel from it, even on the court. When it's with the Clippers, you don't get that feel. It's more so like pressure's on you. If you don't hit that, we're not going to your next play. We're going to PG. If you don't hit that, we're going to Lou Will. So that kind of, like, you can feel like he's kind of like, I could see it. I could see him kind of like, it's not clean. So it's always, there's some type of hesitation. Oh, if I don't get my guaranteed look, I'm not shooting this pass out. You know what I mean? It's more because it's like, if I don't score this, I might not get it again. You know what I mean? It's like, you can kind of see it. I don't think that's the main reason, but it's part of it. So you already know they need to clean that shit up, man. Anyways, like I said, it's true talks, because true talks. Apologize again for the long video, but I had to go, and I haven't done Clippers consistently, but now we here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't done it consistently. I've been figuring out what's going on. I figured that I'm just going to go back to, the lip reading, the breakdowns, the one with the TV and all that type of stuff. It does make it more easier, and I was able to do more and more games, but you know what I mean? I feel like my niche and how I've been has been the other way. And I know that y'all came here from that way. So I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to try and obviously grind out as much as I can. I know y'all been seeing me grind, but it don't stop. It's going to take long to do these videos. But, I know that y'all like those videos, even though you don't want to say it. I know y'all like those videos better. I can see just by the traffic and stuff like that. So I'm going to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Full-fledged. And you already know. Like I said, we out here. There's no doubt here and there's no drought here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Share, like, and subscribe. I need y'all help. Keep spreading the word. We need to get to 5K and keep going. The more I get out there, the more I'm on YouTube algorithms, and the more I just increase. And that's when the videos are even going to come even more and even more and even more. You know what I'm saying? And you get more arguments. We'll get more discussion. We'll get a lot of that. So I need y'all support. I appreciate y'all. Obviously, y'all that have been riding with me from day one. Some of y'all might watch the videos inconsistently. Some of y'all might. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, but regardless, I need y'all to come support your boy. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word, spread the love. And there's people who are actually looking for basketball IQ. I got it. So find them. You know what I'm saying? Find them. Comment sections, help me. You know what I mean? Be the true crew, the real true crew, the true crew. Power up and help the boy. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. And I'm out, man.